All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to AEW All Elite again, the TEW 9 series. This is episode 8, I believe. So yeah, welcome everybody. It's a it's a rainy-ish Saturday here. It's a little chilly today, but I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good. It's Saturday. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are, whatever day of the week it may be. All right, yeah, let's just get right into it. Let's take a look at what we did last time. We booked 2 episodes of Dynamite on the last episode of this. And let's see, on the first one, the main event was Jon Moxley, Pac, and Shingo beating Ilya Dragunov, Eddie Kingston, and Punishment Martinez. So yeah, that was the main event of the first Dynamite we booked. We had Suzuki Gun, Barry, Bully Ray, and Yuya Uemura. Six woman tag match, with featuring Davina Rose and Tennille Dashwood and Riho going over. MJF got a win over Dalton Castle in a match. We put over Walter and we put over SCU. And then let's see, the second episode we did, big main event. We had Kenny Omega go to a 30-minute draw with Walter that only got an 82 because we used a creative finish on it. It failed. So yeah, we kind of got screwed there, but 82 is still really good. We had a really good Cody promo. Davina Rose defended the title against Tennille Dashwood and then got attacked by Awesome Kong. So they're gonna have a match at Full Gear. They're having a rematch from All Out. Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King went over SCU in a quarterfinal match in the tournament. So they're going on to the semifinals. They're going to be taking on who are they facing? Oh well, this hasn't been revealed yet in the in storyline, but they're going to be taking on the Lucha Brothers in the semifinals. Yeah, we also had a Adam Page match and a Young Bucks match. All right. So yeah, and so that's what we did last time. Since then, let's take a look here. I've gone ahead and figured out more of what we're going to do for Full Gear. So I'm thinking, I know battle royals are kind of, it's kind of a cheap way to just get a bunch of people on the show, really. Or in this case, to find a #1 contender for the men and women's titles. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of doing. I think we're going to do a women's battle royal and a men's battle royal. Tommaso Ciampa is going to debut in the men's battle royal and win it, so he will go on to face Jon Moxley in a spoiler alert, Jon Moxley's winning at Full Gear. He's gonna go on to face Jon Moxley on a future episode of Dynamite. I haven't figured out everybody in this match yet, but we will see. I've got the SCU guys here, not Christopher Daniels, and I've got Brody King, MJF, Hangman's gonna be in it, Jonah Rock's gonna be in it. Let's see. We're doing a 6-man tag, best friends. So Chuck, Trent, and Orange Cassidy are going to be taking on Suzuki-gun. So that's Minoru Suzuki, Zack Sabre Jr., and James Storm, who will be joining Suzuki-gun on one of the episodes of Dynamite we booked today. And Lance Archer is going to debut here. So yeah, that's going on. And we're going to have Christopher Daniels versus Jimmy Jacobs. Yeah, I wrote street fight with a question mark here. I'm not really sure if we're going to do a regular match or a street fight. We don't really have like a hardcore match on this pay-per-view. So it's like, I feel like we could have that be a street fight. But we'll see. Yeah. And we're doing a fatal 4-way tag match. We've got the Young Bucks. We've got Pac and Shingo. They've been kind of feuding by proxy because of, these guys, Pac and Shingo are hanging out with Mox. The Young Bucks hang out with Kenny Omega and Cody. We've got the Dark Order in there. We've got Eddie Kingston and Punishment Martinez. They've also have beef with Pac and Shingo. So I think this could be a nice way to open the show. Yeah, and if you see here, we're doing a 0 hour. That's all the rage now, apparently, in TEW, doing a pre-show. So yeah, I decided we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see if it goes well. We're gonna try to get matches that would normally just be pre-show matches and just be for the live crowd. We're gonna actually have it be aired. So yeah, we're gonna do the women's battle royal as the main event. Bianca Belair is gonna be the winner. I haven't decided who's gonna be in it yet, but you know, got a pretty good idea. We'll just see who's available from the other matches. We're doing this originally started off as just a trios match, but then I decided to add Matt Sydal and Mike Bailey to the babyface team, and Toxin and Latigo to the heel team. This is kind of just a match, you know. We signed Dragon Lee and Il the Fantasma, so we want to get them on the card. We've got Mike Bailey, who hasn't really done anything since he lost to MJF. Bandito, Black Taurus, and Puma King. I've just been jobbing them out. I feel like they really need a win, so most likely I'm going to put over Bandito here. You know, he's really good. He deserves to be more than a jobber. I don't want him to lose all his popularity and fall down to unimportant. So yeah, that's gonna happen. And then yeah, you see down here, we're gonna do Tenille Dashwood, Riho, and Hikaru Shida are gonna take on Odayo Tai. So yeah, we're gonna take a look here. We're bringing in Hazuki, and we can't bring in Kagetsu because they're on a exclusive contract with Stardom. But yeah, we're bringing in Hazuki. We've already got Hannah. I want to do a storyline basically with Hannah Kimura and Odayo Tai, and Martina is going to be involved because Martina, it turns out, is actually recognizable. Yeah, it's one of the very few over women we have. So yeah, I want to use their, you know, the past connection with Odayo Tai there. Hopefully get all of them over in the process. But yeah, so that's something we're gonna do. So I decided to bring in Hazuki for that. What else? And yeah, and I've gone ahead and I've pre-booked more stuff. I'm on a roll here. It's twice now. I've actually planned out matches I want to do. So I'm not just sitting here going 45 minutes. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be the main event of one of the Dynamites we're booking. We've got Cody, Kenny Omega, Eddie Kingston, and Punishment Martinez. They're gonna take on Pac, Shingo, Timothy Thatcher, and Axel Tischer from Ringkampf. So yeah, this is just more, you know, setup for the Fatal 4-Way at the pay-per-view. We've got Awesome Kong. They're going to go over Madison Eagles just to get them some heat, you know. They're going into their title rematch against Davina. The Best Friend and Santana, or the Best Friends versus Santana and Ortiz, and the Lucha Brothers versus Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King. These are the remaining semifinal matches for the tag team tournament. So, yeah, I decided to we're going to just do both of them on this one episode of Dynamite. It's just going to be a stacked episode of Dynamite, pretty much. Yeah, and then for the week after that, you see here, I've got Jon Moxley versus Adam Page. That's going to be a big match. It's a non-title match. But yeah, it's going to be the first time I'm putting them against each other. So it should be really good. I've got all three members of Ringkampf taking on Kenta and the Young Bucks because, Kenta is someone that I wanted to do stuff with. I'm pretty sure they're recognizable at least. And, you know, it's Kenta. I love Kenta. Of course I want to do stuff with them. But I kind of just forgot to book them for the past few episodes. You know, I don't think I've booked them since I did Mox and Pac versus Kenny Omega and Kenta, and I put over Moxley's team. And yeah, I haven't done anything with Kenta since, so we're gonna bring him back, and they're gonna be in this three-way or this trios match here. I figure, you know, even though Walter's gonna be in the main event Fatal 4-Way at Full Gear, but I figure, you know, we could later on down the line on an episode of Dynamite, we can definitely do Kenta versus Walter or any of the guys from Ringkampf, and should be a good match. So yeah, you know, we gotta bring back Kenta. We gotta remember he's on the roster and book him. Scorpio Sky and Brody King advancing this feud between these guys. Yeah, we've got a women's trios match here. Davina Rose, Hikaru Shida, and Mika Iwata are gonna take on Awesome Kong, Allison Kay, and Jessica Havoc. Jessica Havoc is actually recognizable, but Allison Kay isn't. So I'm hoping that with this match, we're gonna put over the heels, and hopefully Allison Kay gets up to recognizable from that. I'm sure Davina wouldn't mind putting over Awesome Kong. And yeah, we're 6 days away from Dynamite, 16 days away from Full Gear. Let's get going. Man, I said we had 100 wrestlers. We have 100 people signed. That's crazy. Yeah, so I'm streaming this on Twitch, Hijo de Amigo. If you're watching this on YouTube, also Hijo de Amigo, thank you very much for watching. You can I would very much appreciate if you can like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, even all those things are appreciated. Thank you for watching. All right, Vampiro. Vampiro is available. Hold on. Ooh, 17 to 25 color commentary. Damn. I mean, that's accurate. Yeah, we're not gonna bring in Vampiro. I just wanted to laugh. They're building a physical Hall of Fame. All right, good for them. Oh, Mikey Nichols is available. You know, I think Shane Haste was available at one point, but I didn't sign him because I didn't want to have just half of TMDK. He's not even that over. When does Shane Haste's contract come up? Why are they not? Why? Let's see. Yeah, next year. Okay, so bring in Mikey Nichols for a year. I mean, how good is Mikey Nichols? Why is Shane Haste so over, but Mikey Nichols isn't? That's interesting. Actually, huh? That's interesting. Unmarketable. Ah, do we need Mikey Nichols? This is what happened last time with Shane Hayes. It's like, why would I hire half of a tag team and just have one half of the team for a whole year and have to wait a full year before I can get the other guy? It's like, you know, it's not like a Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy situation. It's a Mikey Nichols, Shane Hayes situation. I'm sorry, Mikey Nichols. I don't think we need you. Maybe I'll come to regret this in the future. Probably not. I don't know. I mean, I could sign him just to and make him heel, just to team with Jonah Rock. I guess, but like, do I need to do that? Not really. Like, Jonah Rock can team with anybody. Jonah Rock can team with Toxin and Latigo. Jonah Rock can team with, I don't know. Oh, we gotta get all the. I'm not even gonna. Let's just keep moving forward. I mean, I don't know. I do think TMDK is a cool tag team, but there's just something about, like, it's like, what am I gonna do with just Mikey Nichols for a year? You know, he's not even over. He's just gonna be. We've got 100 people here. He's just gonna be another unimportant person on the roster. Oh, Ryan Cage, hold on. I mean, I think Brian Cage is cool. Oh, they're decently popular too. I mean, We'll make an offer, and if we end up getting them, we'll figure out what the hell we're doing with him after. That's how we've been doing it so far, right? All right, and the crowd goes tepid. Dead Mary versus Super Dragon. Whoa. Whoa. I wouldn't want to get in the middle of those guys. Man, I remember I used to just watch that Super Dragon versus Necro Butcher match where they're just like straight up punching each other in the face, and Super Dragon at one point just throws a chair at this dude's head. I mean, see, I'm thinking about Mikey Nichols still. It's like, should we? Right, let's take a look here. Let's do it like this. Shit. Recognizable. Christopher Daniels is only recognizable? Oh. Let's look at unimportant. Oh yeah, that's another thing. On that show where we did Walter versus Kenny to a 30-minute draw, the game was like, oh, like Walter's being overused, can't do that. Kenny Omega didn't even want to put him over, but Kenny Omega didn't lose any pop, and Walter got up to recognizable. So I think I made the right decision to just book it anyways. Because it's like, come on, man. It's like we're not even giving him the win. It's a draw. God, we definitely at some point have to like straight up. I might have to do like either establish a developmental company or do some roster cleanup, because we've got so many guys here. Yeah, Mikey Nichols. I'm sorry, stay in NXT, dude. Just stay there. We're signing people left and right. We've got like Joey Janela on the roster and Gringo Loco. Mikey Nichols is like, what the hell? I mean, if they were both available, I definitely would sign TMDK, but just Mikey Nichols, it's a hard sell. We don't want Evil. I'm curious though. Okay, respectable. They gave him decent stats. Okay. Oh yeah, and he's over there. I mean, he's not like super over, but probably at least well known. Oh, Tama Tonga. We can start the bloodline. Yeah, we don't want Tama Tonga. What's going on with Super Crazy and Psychosis? Oh, they've been bonding. It's good. It's good. I thought it was gonna say they got into a fight. I'm glad to know that those two legends are cool with each other. Not being seriously considered. Not being seriously considered. Not being seriously considered. Oh, Daichi Hashimoto is injured. Look at this guy's stats again. All right, slowly getting better. I don't. I feel like I've probably only seen like one match from this guy, but I always look at him in these saves because I'm like, dude, he's Shinya Hashimoto's son. He's Shinya Hashimoto's son. Like, why would we definitely want to sign him at some point? But not right now. All right. Welcome, Hazuki. Man, I can't wait until we're at the game. Let's start dark. Cause we can't start it till January. Primo? Hmm. Yeah, the game won't let us start dark, but I'm like, I can't wait till we can just book all of our unimportant people in matches. Just 4-hour show, you know, just here's Ultimo Dragon and Zack Sabre Jr. having a tech master class for 2 hours, you know, 2-hour Iron Man submission match. Bring in more people we don't like and just bury them on dark. That could be fun. Hey, alright, Brian Cage is here. Cool. What do we need more? I feel like we have a lot of heals already, but do I want to use Brian Cage as a babyface is the question. I don't know what I want to do with this guy, honestly. We'll leave him as a heel for now. I'll make sure not to book him in any dark matches in case I decide I do want to make him a babyface. 102. Alright, is there anything we need to do for Dynamite? Oh, some actually. Let's see. Okay. I want to start the storyline between Martina and Oldeo Tai, so let's do that. Oh wait. No, I don't want to add Martina to the world title scene. Alright, add story. A cat chiming in with his opinion. Suzuki. Alright, we can't add Kagetsu because we don't have them signed, but they'll obviously be involved. And I'm thinking of just having because I made Rina Yamashita a heel already, and I've already used them in matches, so it'd be a pain to try to like turn them face again. So I might just have them be a part of Oldeo Tai, honestly, for the time being. We have so many like I feel like we have way more heel women wrestlers that are over versus faces, because faces is like Tenille, Davina, and Martina now, I guess. On the heel side we've got like Awesome Kong, Jessica Havoc. I guess that's it actually, because I was saying Rina Yamashita, but they're not really over, but they are good. They're a heel. Right. Oh, wait, let me Rina's that. All right, we finally made it to Wednesday. Hooray! Let's see. Oh wait, isn't that Serpentico? Hey, John Cruz. Yeah, good for him. Sure, whatever. All right, we're giving people raises apparently. All right, let's go. I have no idea where we were last week. I think it might have said it there. No, okay. October 30th. So what was last week? All right, we were in the New England area last week. Okay. So let's go. I mean, I feel like we go to the southeast a lot already. I'm really overthinking this. Let's just go back to the southeast. Whatever. All right. Oh, well, I mean, we've been here in October, so let's go. All right, we haven't been to the southwest since May, so let's do this. We can do Utah or California. Let's do Northern California. No offense to anybody in Utah. Oh damn, that's a lot of points. All right, let's get character ideas to get some people momentum. Big gamble. It always gives us good character ideas for people that don't need them or just bad ones. Likely. Safe bet. All right, cool. Let's go. Give up the goods. A bit of a just get an angle idea. Why not? A bit of all right, man. We got what a safe bet character idea out of all that. So you know what? Success. PJ Black wants to hang out backstage. Are you cool, man? Yeah, we'll let him in. Oh, Jimmy Jacobs and Mischief getting into an argument. All right, man. Chill out. Kenny Omega character idea. You're Kenny Omega. You don't need a character idea. Why do you want one? Why do you want one? What about poor Evil Uno? You can't even get in the game, man. You're hogging all the character ideas. All right, we've made it to Dynamite. Let's go ahead and add those pre-book matches. All right. We're only doing I think we're only doing 20 minutes here because half of these guys are unimportant. Yeah. So hopefully this goes well. I'm thinking think it was during my last stream, somebody in the chat mentioned that they usually just ignore when the game warns them about people being overused, because their logic was, how can the person get over if they're not on the show? And I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. That sounds logical to me. So yeah, Eddie Kingston, you're going to be in the main event again. Why not? The game can't tell me what to do. Hopefully this time though, it'll get him up to recognizable, because I'm pretty sure he's still unimportant. All right, Awesome Khan going over Mats and Eagles. This match might end up getting a little more time, but we'll see. Here, let's give it 12 for now. All right, we've got the semifinal match in the tag team tournament. Best Friends taking on Santana and Ortiz. Santana and Ortiz are going over. A tainted finish. They're gonna cheat. Yeah, we've got Lucha Brothers taking on Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King. Surprise! The Lucha Brothers are going over. They're really good, and I like them. We're gonna have Christopher. I figured what would happen here is, I guess at some point the referee is gonna get taken out, and Jimmy Jacobs is gonna, like, maybe, I don't know, he grabs some kind of weapon. He's gonna cheat, and Christopher Daniels comes. He pulls the weapon out of his hands. He distracts him. The Lucha Brothers take advantage. They end up winning the match. You know, just to farther that storyline. Yeah, that's why then next week we'll do Brody King versus Scorpio, blah blah blah. At the pay-per-view, we're doing Jimmy Jacobs versus Christopher Daniels. Alright, this is all stuff for next week. Alright, so we've got a little over an hour of the show book. That's good. We're gonna add some angles to this. I already know one of them is gonna be let me look here. All right, yeah, so we're gonna have an angle where SCU is talking about, SCU. They're talking about how they're disappointed that they weren't able to make it to the semifinals of the tournament, but things between them and Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King are far from over. At which point, Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King are gonna show up, and Jimmy Jacobs, he's gonna talk specifically to Christopher Daniels, and he's gonna be like, Chris, me and you, we go way back, like to the Ring of Honor days, and you're one of the real unsung heroes of this business, and you've given so much, and you helped so many people, blah blah blah. You even helped these two guys right here, because without you, what would these guys be? They'd still be wrestling at random indie shows in California. At which point, of course, Scorpio Sky and Frank Kazarian are offended, and etc. etc. He's trying to draw drive a wedge between them. He's trying to draw a wench between them, is what I was gonna say. Yep. All right, so let me write this. Right here, we'll do a 2-minute part where just SCU's talking, and then we'll have a 2-minute part where Jimmy Jacobs shows up. So let's do, who do we want? Melissa Santos, come on down. Here, you be the interviewer. Daniels being interviewed. Scorpio Sky background. Yeah, they're talking about Jim Ross. All right, Jimmy Jacobs off screen, Brody King off screen. Let's do Jimmy Jacobs talking. Daniels talking, and should Scorpio talk? since because we're doing Scorpio versus Brody next week. So let's see. The Scorpio Sky of Mike skills. What are we? Oh, these are the unimportant people. Why is Shingo still unimportant? Please, fans, like Shingo. He's good. Scorpio Sky. Sure, we'll let him talk. Why not? And this can be storyline development or else do foreshadowing. All right, we've got that booked. All right, we need to do. I want to do. We need to do like some kind of opening angle for the show. So what's that gonna be? Okay, I know it's gonna be Kenny Omega is gonna open the show. All right, because they went to a time limit draw, right? So, all right. My idea is they go to the time limit draw. You know, Kenny Omega it seemed like he had Walter. You know, he was about to win, so he's rallying the crowd. You know, 5 more minutes. You know, the Young Bucks are trying to get the crowd hyped up, and Walter. Being Walter, he's not about to back down. So he's getting up and he's telling Kenny Omega like, "Come on, come on." And then at that point, Mox, Pac, and Shingo, they show up, they attack, they take out the Young Bucks at ringside, they attack Kenny Omega in the ring. Walter and his goons, they're standing there, they're not really intervening, but Walter has kind of disappointed that the match doesn't get to continue, but they leave, and then lights out, Sting, Cody and Hangman show up, clear the ring, etc., etc. So yeah, Kenny Omega's gonna talk about that. Just giving a rundown of the angle we did last time. All right, Kenny, and you know what? Let's have Cody there too. I mean, does Cody need to hold on? How are we doing this? Because I want to have Kenny talk about being attacked by Mox and his crew. Let's see. God, I'm not sure how to do this. Who's in the main event again? We gotta get Eddie and Punch Martinez in here somehow. All right, I'm thinking basically Kenny Omega's cut in the promo. Ring Camp or John Moxley's crew. I don't know which one first. They're gonna come out. They're gonna respond to the promo, and then the other group, whichever one didn't come out, they're gonna come out and respond. And then Eddie Kingston and Punishment Martinez are gonna show up to even the odds, and they're gonna be like, "Come on, we could do this tonight," and that's gonna set up the match. Cool. All right, I figured it out. All right, Kenny speaking. Cody doesn't need to be there. Right, Kenny speaking. He's talking about Mox. Talking about Pa. Talking about Shingo. Walter. I'll give him 3 minutes. I don't know what this is. Hype. Storyline development. All right, we're actually going to have Mox come out to respond first. All right, the way I figure, John Moxley's gonna, Kenny Omega's gonna call him out. He's gonna be like, you attacked me from behind like a coward. And John Moxley's gonna come out and he's gonna be like, I'm not a coward. But if you think that I'm gonna play by your rules, you got it all wrong, blah blah blah. You're a big stupid head. And then I guess Walter would come out and be like, last week, John Moxley, I didn't need your help. I would have beaten Kenny Omega if you didn't interfere. So now they've got beef. And that's when Eddie Kingston and Punishment Martinez show up. And Eddie Kingston's like, yo, I'm sick of I'm sick of listening to John Moxley. And I'm sick of Pac. And I'm sick of Shingo. Etc. Etc. All right. So John Moxley... All right, maybe it could be a thing like John Moxley, John Moxley and his guys enter through the crowd, because Mox likes to do that. So it's like we've got Kenny in the ring, we've got Mox and his guys coming from the crowd on one side, we've got Ring Camp coming from the entryway at the top of the ramp, and then just as they're all like ascending or descending upon Kenny Omega, that's when Eddie and Punishment Martinez make the save. I'm really thinking about this one angle a lot. Right? All right, so these guys are speaking. Kenny Omega's speaking. Cool. I mean, should I have all of them speaking? Here we can have. All right, we can just have John Moxley speaking in this part, so Kenny's working the crowd, and then this part can be just Walter speaking. Axel and Big Tim. Part 4 is already a pretty long angle, so it's gonna make it 2 minutes. Hype. Let's go ahead and copy everybody from here. All right, Walter. Kenny. You can talk again. Congratulations. Eddie Kingston, you can talk again. Please don't ruin this. Punishment Martinez. Do you have mic skills? Do you want to talk? Oh, he's got some mic skills. You know what? Why not? Punishment Martinez, go ahead. Talk to him. All right, and oh yeah, in 11 minutes. That's enough, right? That's a long enough angle. Here, let's make it even 10 minutes, just because I think it looks nicer. All right. Right. And something I started I started doing this in my my Too Sweet save, my WWF 1998 file, where when I do angles I write people's names in all caps so I can like easily see them on the screen here. Like I didn't do it here. Let me do it. Yeah, no, I just like doing it. I don't know. I don't gotta explain myself to you. You're not. I don't answer to you. You're not my boss. Sweet love. Daniels. Yeah, I don't know. It helps me. You look at the promo and it's like Jimmy Jacobs is in this promo, Walter is in this promo. You know, just it's easier on the eyes. You know, I know exactly what's going on here. You know. All right. Now that I've talked about that, what's next? Do we want to? Yeah, we want to do. Let's do a best friends promo. Why not? Let's have let's do a best friends promo where they damn, see, because I want to continue the Suzuki Gun best friends feud. So I was thinking of having them cut a promo and then, you know, like Suzuki Gun comes by, Zack Sabre Jr. talks some shit, you know, they got jumped by Suzuki Gun and James Storm. But maybe we can save that for next week actually, because yeah, because they're still in the tournament, so they would be focused on Santana and Ortiz. It would be weird for them to get jumped by Suzuki Gun and then still have to wrestle and then lose. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll do that next week. We can do a backstage Lucha Brother promo. Those do good. We'll give them like what, 3 minutes? Just do hype. Or I don't know. You can be working the crowd. I don't know. You can work the crowd backstage, right? And we'll have Renee Young be the interviewer, or Renee Paquette, excuse me. They're talking about they're gonna face. Or I mean, we're advancing the tag title feud, so let's just have them talking. Even though they don't know they're gonna face Santana and Ortiz, we'll just have them talking about them, just because, for the sake of the storyline advancing. All right, we've got a Lucha Brothers promo. We've got Jimmy Jacobs and SCU involved. We've got the opening promo. Maybe we can give Davina a promo. You know, there was one time where I gave Davina a promo and they like, it was super like, let me see if I can find it. Davina Rose. I don't know. There was one time. I like how I did the same angle of them getting jumped before too. By Awesome Kong. You know what? Maybe I'm just straight up lying. I can't find the promo. I could have. I feel like there was one time I gave Davina Rose a promo and it got like 85 or something really good like that. But every other time it's been like 70. And I'm like, you know, 70 is fine, but it's not 85. But yeah, we'll give him a promo. Oh, yeah, so maybe this promo will just be after the Awesome Kong match happened. It's just a promo basically setting up the match at the pay-per-view. We've done a few hype already. We can do storyline development. They're announcing a title match, right? Here we'll do Denise. I don't know why I'm using the interviewers so much. I don't know if that helps or hurts. I don't know if that hurts the promos, but whatever. They're here, man. So we're using them. Maybe if I see all the promos on the show do bad, I'll go back to having them be background players. Yeah, we'll have Tennille Dashwood background, Rio background. Also, yeah, I guess that's the thing I just decided on. Tennille Dashwood and Rio are a tag team for the time being because Tennille Dashwood is over and Rio is not. And I want to book them, so yeah. Oh, and they're talking about Awesome. Oh, yeah. I think I did that off screen too. I had their name set to Amazing Kong. I changed it to Awesome Kong. I feel like I would just always call them Awesome Kong anyways. So just to make it less confusing for everyone, they're Awesome Kong now. Awesome Kong, cool. Okay, what else? We can probably do another match, honestly. Who's not on the show? The Young Bucks aren't on the show, but what would I book them in? They're kind of feuding with these guys right now. And they're also kind of feuding with Santana and Ortiz, but Santana and Ortiz are still in the tournament. So I don't know. Yeah, far too much. Cool. God. I might just go ahead and say screw it and make the match longer if that's the case, because if they're being used far too much anyways, you know, might as well use them far too much. All right, let's see who is not booked. Sting. Oh yeah, we need to do a post main event angle where Sting shows up again. God, I've really been trying to stretch out him finally speaking. I'm trying to hold it's gonna happen probably after on the Dynamite after Full Gear. But yeah, it's just been a bunch of angles where somebody's getting beat down, the lights go out, and Sting, he doesn't actually show up to help in the ring, but he points. He's like, I'm watching you. I don't know. We'll probably end up doing that again. I mean, we can give Kenta a match if we're gonna have them in that trios match next week, just to get, you know, remind the fans, hey, they work here still. I know we haven't booked them in a couple months, but they're here. Oh, they could go over Jonah Rock. I remember Jonah Rock did pretty good against Hangman. I mean, there's other options though. We could also do a match with like see, I was gonna say we could do a women's match, but it's like, you know, Martina is recognizable, but I don't even think they've debuted. We're gonna have them show up in a promo. Should that be on this show, I guess? I mean, we've got time. I think we should hold off I think we should hold off because, you know, Davina's still busy with Awesome Kong, and then we're gonna have Bianca Belair show up, and they're gonna get a title shot. And the idea I was having is there's gonna be a promo with Hideo Tai where Kagetsu's saying, you know, the last time I faced Bailey, I lost, but I want another shot. You know, I'm better than them, and I know I can beat them. And you know, Hana Kimura's there, Hazuki's there, I guess Rina Yamashita's there, and Martina's just gonna kind of show up and be like, oh my god, guys, what are you guys like? Cool, it's crazy, we're all here. I miss you guys. How are you doing? And you know, she's being all nice and friendly, and they're trying to be all mean, and you know, they're trying to be all heelish. And I mean, that's basically gonna be the storyline: is that Martina's a babyface, the rest of them are heels. And we're gonna eventually use that to turn Hana Kimura, but we're not starting that right now. So yeah, I'm just explaining what we're gonna do in the future. Let's see. So yeah, we might just do that. Kenta. Oh, Yo, the Phantasma, right? And see, I also want to eventually turn Yo, the Phantasma heel, but we already got a lot of stuff going on, so it's like maybe we can wait a bit for that. I mean, screw it. Kenta Jonah Rock, why not? Just have Kenta go over. Short little 10-minute match. Kenta's name's already capitalized. I like that. I like that. That's what I like to see. I think all wrestlers' names should always be capitalized. Jimmy Jacobs. Okay. All right, we're pretty close. We're getting there. We need 12 more minutes to officially have a show. Again, here, let's do this. Let's start organizing this a little. So this is the opening segment. Kenta versus Jonah Rock could be an opening match, but I also think Best Friend Santana and Ortiz could be a good match. Cause see, Lucha Brothers versus Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King, that could be a main event, honestly. Jimmy Jacobs is well known. I think the Lucha Brothers are all well known. Brody King's recognizable. This should go high up on the card. Best Friends, I think. Let me see. I think the Best Friends are both recognizable, but I don't know about Santana and Ortiz. Yeah, recognizable. Okay, they're all recognizable. Good. Hmm. All right, if that's the case, what do I think is going to be the better match? Really is the question. You know what? This match has Ray Phoenix in it, so yeah, Best Friends Santana and Ortiz are open, and I'm sorry. To the Lucha Bros promo right after that. Cool. All right, we need a Cody promo, and then we need some kind of show closing angle, and I think that's a show. This match might have to be a little shorter, but we'll see. So what are we doing here? I've got Mox, Walter, and Adam Page at ringside. I mean, it's pretty much the same angle we've always been booking, but I feel like we're gonna have to just do a heels. Cody wins the match. Heels all jump in the ring and start beating down the baby faces. Adam Page is there. He's fighting. Lights go out. They come back on. Sting. Oh God, I also don't want to have him like show up and like clear out the ring yet. I'm trying to hold off. I want the first time he's in the ring to be him squaring off with Mox. I don't want him to show up in the ring and punch Timothy Thatcher as the first thing he does. How can we do this? I don't know. Maybe it's just the lights go out, the lights come back on. Sting is or the lights go out. The spotlight points on Sting. He's pointing at the ring with his bat. John Moxley, he's yelling at him from far away, like, "Come on, come down here, you coward!" And then he turns around and V trigger, and then the baby faces get the upper hand. They throw all the heels out of the ring, regular stuff. So here, let's have so immediately after the match, John Moxley and Walter get in there, and they're pissed. They're like, "Come on, man!" They're attacking these guys. The guys that just lost are attacking them. All right, so we've got Mox, we got Pac. This show's definitely gonna get penalized because we're overusing like everybody in the main event. But I'm really hoping that the matches at least like I'm just hoping it doesn't bomb like tank the show. I'm hoping we can at least stay at least like I feel like an 80 might be too optimistic. I'm hoping we could at least stay in like the above 75 range and somebody gets over because eventually they've got to get over, right? Shingo, Eddie Kingston, they're eventually they'll get over. All right, Shingo. We did Pac, we did John. Let's do Walter. I mean, I guess Adam Page is getting an attack too. Whatever. Right, so we've got a beatdown going, and then surprise, it's Thing. All right, so we're gonna have to go through everybody one by one. All right, Adam Page. Working the crowd. Axel, background. Odie. Working the crowd. Eddie. I mean, actually, you could be background because you're unimportant according to the game. John Moxley, he's obviously working the crowd. He's yelling at Sting. This is a very unoriginal angle I'm booking here. I don't know. Look, this is how my booking always goes. Like, I have one thing that I'm doing every week until the pay-per-view. I don't know. We'll eventually have Sting cutting actual promos and stuff, but for now, he's pointing the bat. Kenny Omega working the crowd. Everybody's working that damn crowd. Punishment Martinez, you're over, so you're working the crowd, buddy. Shingo, you are not over. You are in the background. Don't you dare work the crowd. And I mean it. Timothy Thatcher, I'm unsure about. This is a stupid dope mix. On Sting. God, this angle's gonna do terrible because so many people are in it working the damn crowd. Oh, do you have any angle ideas? Oh, we got a near certainty. I mean, we could use that, but I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe we don't need to. Damn, we need to pace everybody again. Should we do fighting, I guess? Yeah. Kenny, all right, hold on. This will go faster if I put the microphone on. Hold on, I'm just gonna do this real quick. I mean, you know what? Here, we'll do this. Here. All right, yeah, I think that's good enough. Sting, you can keep working the crowd. That's fine. But yeah, Pac. I mean, here, just whatever. Background player. We don't need everybody to be. God, there's so many people. All right, and then finally we'll do a quick 3-minute. Is 3 minutes too long? I don't know. 3 minutes. Again, we'll do hype. All right, we'll do here we'll do teas, so that way they're all different. And yeah, we're going back to working the crowd. So. All right, we've done it. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and use that angle idea. What are we saving it for? I feel like I've been booking this damn angle for the past, like, for so long. All right, classic 8-minute angle to end the episode of Dynamite. Yep, this feels like exactly what I do in my my WWF 1998. Also, it's just every show ends in a big brawl that ends with Stone Cold Steve Austin giving somebody the stunner. That's the ending of every show, and it always works. It always works because he's over. All right, we've still got a little bit of time. Also, yeah, we didn't designate anything like steal the show, or this can probably be the Wild Brawl, right? I know Jonah Rock can brawl. I'm assuming Kenta can brawl. He's Kenta. Yeah. All right, you guys can brawl, even though apparently Kenta's all beat up already. But here, don't hurt him, Jonah. Who's gonna tell a story? Alright, good psychology. And you know what, actually, I forgot about this. I want to do an angle where where the Bucks are kind of promo backstage and they get jumped by Pac and Shingo. So that would explain why they're not out there at the end of the show. So let's do 2 minutes backstage, character development, Nick Jackson, Matt Jackson. We'll do Melissa Santos. And who are they talking about? I don't know. God, what did they even do last week? Hold on here. All right, they got attacked by Pac and Shingo last week, and yeah, and I guess also by Ring Camp. All right, so yeah, oh yeah, they beat the Dark Order. Oh yeah, whatever. Let's have them talking about Pac and Shingo, I guess then. They're not technically in a feud together, but whatever, man. It doesn't matter. We're always having people getting attacked. Do I overuse people getting attacked? I feel like I do. And I guess Pac has mic skills, right? He can say something. You boys better learn to watch your mouths. That's my Pac impression. I just came up with it. You boys better watch your mouths. Oh yeah, that could be 1 minute. Don't we have like a Matt Jackson angle idea or something? No, okay, cool. Also, I saw we have a Phoenix near certainty. We should save that, but we'll definitely use it at some point. Everybody's getting their promos interrupted. Everybody's getting jumped on this episode. Damn, should this be right? This can be right before the main event, right? Why not? Why not? It explains them not being in like at ringside. It makes sense. All right, we need storytelling and steal the show. All right, this is gonna be storytelling. All right, which might knock this. It might take a few points off the score, but it should be fine. I hope. What else we need? Steal. Oh, steal the show. Okay. Can you guys steal the show? Yeah. Screw it. Steal the show. Go ahead. And you know what? We should have a Moxley solo promo because he is the champion after all. So let's just give him a backstage promo where he's talking his shit to Kenny Omega and Cody. So we've got his boys behind him. Man, the game's gonna go crazy. They're gonna be like, why the hell are you using Shingo this much? Please stop booking this man. Screw it, he can take a shot at Walter too because, you know, why not? They're feuding. All right, Sting, 4 minutes, Moxley, talk yo shit. Yeah, it could just be before this Davina promo. Why not? All right, it's looking like a good show. Let's see who gets the dark match this week. Woo! Woohoo! My favorite part of the show. All right, you know, I actually had an idea I wanted to do. Let me take a. Damn it. I hate if their name has an accent mark over it. You can't just like, I can't just press U. I would have to press U plus accent mark to get to Ultimo Dragon. That's very annoying. I don't have that kind of keyboard to do that. Oh, second's not that great, but what about Wheeler? Oh, damn, it's not that great either. How about Daniel? Oh, what about Lee Moriarty? Congratulations, Daniel Garcia. You got yourself a one-on-one match with Ultimo Dragon. If I can drag you over here. All right, I guess not. I guess I can't do that. It only worked for Ultimo. 10 minutes. Tech Masterclass, baby. I haven't looked one yet in this file, I don't think. And yeah, Ultimo's gonna go over, of course. All right, we're gonna confuse the audience before the show. They're like, "Who's this guy wrestling Ultimo?" And let's see. Who is not booked? Adam Page doesn't have a match, but he is on the show. Is Brian Cage here already? Huh. Yeah, we're not gonna book them though. Here, let's just get crazy. I haven't booked these guys in a while. Let's do Garza, Umberto, and Dulce Tormenta. Just 3 people who are not over at all. And they will take on. Let's see. Oh, Kimberly is recognizable. That's cool to know. Oh yeah, this is the face teamer. So who are heels? I mean, Let's just go ahead and get crazy. Why not? All right, there's some weird pre-show matches, but whatever. Oh, all right, yeah. So, what do I think this show's gonna get? God, I really do think the show's gonna. We're overusing everyone. Far too much. Too much. Far too much. Far too much. Slightly overused. I don't know. This show might not do too great because of this, but you know, if it doesn't do too great, we'll take it as a learning. We'll take it in stride. We'll learn from it. We'll adjust. We'll come back from our mistakes, and we won't book a bunch of unimportant people in the main event again. I'm gonna be optimistic and say the show gets like at least a 75. A 75, I think, is okay. It's okay. We've got Lucha Brothers versus Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King. Kenta versus Jonah Rock should be decent. Awesome Kong versus Madison Eagle should be all right. Best Friends versus Santana and Ortiz should be good. We've got promos up the ass. All right, yeah, well, I think it's gonna be a good show. Let me grab a sip of water, and then we're gonna run this baby. All right, here we go. You know what? Actually, I just had an idea. Why don't we go ahead and it must be default. Yes, anytime. Oh well, let's see. Is Kevin Blackwood good at technical wrestling? Oh, he's all right. All right, yeah. Why don't we just go ahead and add Wheeler Yuta anyways? Um. All right, now it's a tag team tech masterclass, and Ultimate Dragon's still gonna win. All right. All right, here we go. All right, this this random dark match gets a 67. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I haven't really done anything with Humberto and Garza for a while. I don't really have an idea for them right now, but you know, I'm keeping them around because they're pretty good. Lady Shotty getting a 60 is actually really sick. Yeah, and Dulce Tormenta, we just, you know, kind of just got her out here to get some experience. I didn't really expect her to do good. All right, yeah, 67. And this only gets a 52. That's fine. Yeah, he beat him with a dragon bomb in this tech master class. All right, man. Willer Yuta got 1 point higher than Ultimate Dragon. That's pretty good. You know, these guys all Wheeler, Daniel, and Kevin Blackwood. They still need more time to develop, but you know, looking promising. All right, we open a show with an angle that has like a quarter of the roster, and it gets 73. That's pretty decent for an angle. All right, we got the show off to a strong start. Yeah, it's only gets 70. It was a storytelling match, so you know, 70 is pretty decent. You know, it would have been better if it wasn't storytelling, but I'm glad we were at least able. I'm glad they had psychology and we were at least able to do this. Um, yeah, once again, the game thinks Ortiz is way better than Santana. All right, then we cut backstage to the Lucha Brothers talking about the tournament and how they're gonna win it because they have Cero Miedo and they get a 72. Thank you, Penta. This only gets a 57, but you know, decent match. Yeah, Awesome Kong gets a 56. Madison Eagles, thank you for being here. She gets a 48. Yeah, we just wanted to get, you know, heat up Awesome Kong a little bit before she challenges for the title again. All right, the SCU and Jimmy Jacobs segment. The storyline has lost heat, boo. But yeah, it gets a 57. Both parts got a 57. That's interesting. Yeah, we let we let Scorpio Sky speak. All right, a 66. You know what? Not bad. Not. I'm concerned about Jonah Rock getting so much better than Genta, but you know, 66 is all right. We might have to push Jonah Rock, man. He's really good. He's not over, but he's really good. We should have signed Mikey Nichols when we had the chance. Who's Jonah Rock in the team with now? I don't know. But yeah, all right, let's get to 66. It's good. Just a random match on the card. Moxley only getting a 66. I'm a little disappointed, actually. I thought Mox by himself, just cutting a promo, would get like at least an 80, you know, because he's over. So yeah, disappointed. Thank you, Davina. Thank you. Davina Rose, she saw John Moxley struggling to cut his promo, and she was like, step aside. Let me show you how this is done. Rattles off a 75 promo. Thank you, Davina Rose. That's why you the best. That's why you the best. That's why you the best. 75. Crowd's very hot. I think this is the best thing on the show so far. Oh no. Let's only gets a 74. Penta dislocated a finger. I hope that's not too serious. But all right, the PCO Brody, or whatever, the Brody. God, it says Brody PCO, but I need to change it to the SCU versus Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King storyline. It gained heat. The match only got to 74, but you know, that's fine. That's fine. It was only the co-main event. Yeah, I'm concerned about that dislocated finger though, because we need you to wrestle at the pay-per-view. So put it back in place, buddy. Just relocate it. Yeah, he lost his finger. I heard. I forgot where he put it. All right, and the Young Bucks getting jumped by Pac and Shingo gets a 71. Thank you, Young Bucks. Even when they're just in a promo, they're still pretty good. Hey, all right, this does better than I thought. I was really worried about this. It gets an 81. Let's take a look here. Eddie Kingston didn't do too good, but again, they're not even recognizable yet. They're unimportant. So we're not gonna give up. We're not gonna give up yet. They're doing better than MJF. I'll say that. I think they're doing better than MJF. Cody got a 90. Oh my god. Yeah, Big Timmy got a 74. Pac got an 82. Yeah, so just a solid main event. Let's see. Did he get penalized? All right, man. Whatever. 81 is fine. We can't complain about that. Oh, and a 78. That's nice. I'm happy about this. Oh yeah, we use an angle idea, right? Yeah. A 78 for this angle with goddamn everybody in it. You know, yeah, it's good. So let's see what the show gets. A 70. All right, you know what? The 70 is a little low. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little low. We got penalized for using all these people too much. One of you better be recognizable now, because yeah, damn, 4 penalties. We may have reached too far with this one, but all right, what can you do? Let's see, can we work through? Oh, 7 days. All right, cool. All right, 1.2 million. Damn, we actually lost popularity in a few places. That's not good. Of course, we're gonna keep going up everywhere else. Shout out to Puerto Rico. Oh, this is the Halloween background. Cool. All right, yeah. So not our best work last night. Even though we had a really solid main event, we had a good co-main event. We had Santana and Ortiz put on a pretty good match. We had a good Divino promo. We had a good Lucha Brothers promo, but the show only got a 70. Let's see. Let's see. Did they shit the bed too? No, they didn't. All right. 94 main event. God. Man, that's insane. These are some crazy numbers, but I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. You know, this was the era of NXT where they were hot. You know, everybody was going crazy over it, so it makes sense. I was going crazy over it at the time. Man, so that was Dynamite. Oh, Primo staying with WWE. No, we missed our chance to sign him. 6 million viewers. Typical. AEW in the mud. Yes, Lady Shani is a good worker. I agree. We need to get her over. Penta's finger hurts. I'm sorry. All right, before we move on here, I want to see. Let's take a look and see if anyone got over. Eddie Kingston's recognizable. Let's go. Yes. I mean, I don't really see much of a change. It seems like he actually went down in popularity in some places, but they are recognizable now. Cool. Let's look at Shingo. Still unimportant. I guess that's fine because they started at an 8. Or well, I don't remember when we signed them, but they started in the red. So it's gonna take a while, but you know, they're getting up there. Let's see. Timothy Thatcher. Timothy Thatcher's recognizable, huh? Oh. I did not know this. Timothy Thatcher's over. All right, that's good to know. Wasn't the game saying we used them too much though? All right. Axel, still unimportant. All right. And what else? Punishment Martinez. Are you still? I mean, Punishment Martinez was already recognizable, but any change here? They actually lost some popularity. All right, cool. God, who else? It was Eddie Kingston. Who else? It was like 4 people. It was telling me it was Eddie Kingston, Timothy Thatcher. I don't know. What about Walter? Walter is recognizable. All right, making good progress. All right, I don't remember who else was overused. Kenny is not yet a major star. We need to change that. Cody, still a major star. All right. All right, so we got Eddie Kingston over. We succeeded in our mission. Maybe next time we won't book so many people that aren't over in the same match as the main event. But yeah, we learned the lesson here. We've got stuff pre-booked for next week, so we're gonna move on. So yeah, let's go ahead and start doing that. All right, we've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes now. I just want to take a second, drink some water, and yeah, just take a second to breathe. So I will be right back. Let's wait for this loading screen. Man, I really am glad we got Eddie Kingston over. Maybe now his promos won't suck. So I've noticed that with a few people, like Tennille Dashwood is over and supposedly has promo skills, but her promos are always terrible. And I think I did a few Eddie Kingston promos and they were really bad. I think MJF I've given promos and they're all pretty bad. And it's just like, what's going on here? So I'm hoping now that he's over, his promos will at least score a little higher. Oh, they signed Neon. It's good. It's good. Hell yeah. Neon. Neon's good. Only 19 years old. Who are you? Artie Evans. Isn't this a Chikara guy? Yeah, Archibald Peck. Yeah. I remember this guy. What were they doing in WWE? Huh. All right. Is anything else going on here? And New Japan keeps evil. That's good for them. Suzuki, Maria. Let's take a look at her stats real quick. All right, we don't need 17-year-old Suzuki. All right, I'm gonna go take that break now. So I will be right back in like 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Thank you. All right, we're back. All right, so let's just keep advancing here. Yeah, we've basically got everything. We basically know everything we're gonna do for Full Gear. We've got some stuff pre-booked for this show. This is the go home show, so yeah. Should be good. We're gonna do another Mox promo. We're gonna have Sting point the bat again. It's gonna be great. I'm hoping yeah, because I set up the 0 hour for the pay-per-view. I don't know. Let me see. I mean, it says it's our next scheduled event, so I'm assuming that means we're gonna book it before the Full Gear itself, which makes sense. I don't know if like you have to do something to make it that way, like on purpose when you have two shows on the same day, or if it just worked out. But if it just worked out, cool. All right, Dragonoff lives in the southeast now. Welcome to Florida. Yeah, since we've made it to Dynamite, like in this save, can it stop showing the bottom of my computer screen here? Please wait for the program to respond. Please don't crash. Oh, hold on. Did I not? Whoops. All right, don't worry. You guys didn't miss anything. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying before that. Who is Maximo? Top AEW star. I mean, AAA star, huh? I don't know this guy. All right, we're definitely not signing Tiffany. Oh, let's see what happened at a New Japan Power Struggle. Oh my God! Okada and Naito at a 99 match in the main event. Holy! Jay White and Kota Ibushi defeated Taguchi Japan, Kushida and Michael Elgin. All right. Davey Boy Smith versus Rocky Romero is the third match from the top of the card. That's all right. That's definitely a choice. Bushi and Taka win the tag league. They beat Yo and Chase Owens. All right. I mean this. Looking at this card, this isn't that great of a card. If I'm like being honest, it's not that great of a card, but it had two really good matches in at the top. I don't know. Let's see what CMLL did at the Day of the Dead. 73. Huh. Scarborough Carbonario getting it. 69. He's good. Well, and Kawado's there, huh? I like how every single time I go through a loading screen, it gives me the scary blue ring of fear. Where it's like, oh, we're gonna crash. Ah, no, I'm just playing. The program's gonna crash. Oh no, we're just playing. Don't worry. We can sign red shoes. No, we wouldn't do that to New. I feel like if we did that to New Japan, they'd be like, it's like we can sign one of their wrestlers for sure, but I feel like if we sign red shoes, they'd be like, you guys are dead to us. We're coming for you. We're sending Evil and Ghetto over. Right. Oh, Kylie Ray gives birth. Congratulations. Congratulations. Is this going to be the part of the video where I talk shit about WWE? Because I saw that Kylie Ray didn't get her WWE ID contract, which the fact that they signed Kylie Ray of all people, to a WWE ID contract is insane. Like the ID, those contracts in general were ridiculous. They're making people sign contracts basically saying, "Hey, don't go to AEW." That's basically what they're signing people for. Where they don't want to bring them in, they don't want to put them in NXT, they don't want to send them to the whatever they call it, the warehouse. They don't want to send them to the NXT facility. They're just making you sign a contract that's like, yeah, just don't go to AEW basically. And it's like, we don't want this guy. Oh, Cesar Bononi. Hold on. We might want this guy. He's chill. Right? He's we've got 100 people. There's room for one more. Let's bring in Cesar Bononi. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe like 2 years. Are we gonna push him? No, but he seems like a nice guy. He can hang around in the back. He can do, eventually we're gonna need some heels to squash some people, and Cesar Bononi's there, right? Oh, you want a signing modus? Sure. One of two. All right. Do I want Cesar Bononi that bad? do we need him? Let's look at these stats again. I mean, this brawling and technical is surprisingly good. These numbers are not too great. 82 star quality is wow. This whoever made this mod really likes Cesar Bononi. 82 star quality. I mean, we can offer them a little bit more money, just a little. Here, we'll do 7,500. 1 of 2. All right. What if we just offer him 3 years? All right, cool. I mean, if they give him a better offer, we won't go for it. But I mean, it wouldn't hurt us to have somebody with a little bit of pop who can job, you know. They've got good selling, supposedly. Man, this modder really likes Cesar Bononi. But you know what? I'm not mad about it. Diamante. Let's see. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. God, I'm really such a vulture in this in this particular save. I'm like, I'm looking at everyone who's available. I'm like, am I gonna sign you? Do you want to work here? Are you cool? Oh, their offer's being seriously considered. I mean, you know what? Whatever, man. Take the money. It's fine. We don't need them. It was a fun idea for a second. Like, oh, cool. We're gonna have Cesar Bononi as one of our jobbers, but we've got jobbers. It's fine. Silueta's here. Hooray! They're not over, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. So yeah, they're coming to a tag team match near you with a tag team match with Lady Shani and Stephanie Vaquer near you. Who are you, David Kelly? Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, what? Huh? It said, wait, what? Did I read that wrong? Did it say they... It's not gonna... I don't know. Did I read that wrong? I could have swore it said that they were seriously considering WWE's offer. Because it was like 9,000 something, and I wasn't gonna go higher than 7,500. Hey, welcome aboard, man. Cool. I'm glad that worked out. I could have swore it said they weren't gonna sign. All right, I think we did. What did we do last week? The Southwest. We can do like what? We can do the Midwest, even though it's only gonna be not that many fans. We got more in the Mid-South. What about the Northwest? Not that much. I mean, whatever. Let's go to the Mid-South. Here. Go to Garland, Texas. Cedar Park, Texas. All right, let's go to Garland. We got any Garlanders in the chat? Anybody from Garland? All right, please. We want some good character ideas. God. All right. No whammies, no whammies. Oh my God, please. Come on, guys. You have to have one good character idea. I want a near sir. Dude, they just do not. We really need them. We genuinely can, you know, the pay-per-view is coming up. Let's try to get some finishes. We could use some character ideas, but you know, oh, okay. I see you. All right. You know what? I'm not mad about the character ideas. You guys were saving up all your energy for one good finish and a bit of a gamble. All right, man. God, you guys suck. All them points for no reason. All right, Britt Baker brought to wrestlers court. She's not gonna like this. Oh, positive impact. All right, cool. Oh, Bianca Belair's getting trained. Good, good. All right. Jungle Boy's donating Denise Salcido. Cool. I'm happy for you guys. Awesome Kong's willing to put over Martina until January. Wow, how are we gonna make this happen? Damn, we gotta do it. We gotta remember to do this actually, because here, let's write this down. We'll do some squigglies. Squigglies denote importance. All right, the Blade's hanging out with Kevin Blackwood. He's hanging out with Daniel Garcia. Cool. We don't need to address anything right now. All right. All right. Jesus, couldn't talk for a second there. I had a stroke. All right, Mox versus Adam Page main event should be really good. I've made it a wild brawl. Moxley is gonna win via tainted finish because, you know, he's a heel. It's a non-title match. All right, we're doing Ring Camp taking on Kenta and the Bucks. Walter is gonna win, and Kenta is actually gonna take the loss here. I hope he's cool with it. Yeah, and this will we're heating up Walter a little and simultaneously setting up a future match where God, you know, actually maybe I should have Pac be involved and have him distract the Bucks or something, because I was thinking we can set up a match in the future where Kenta can wrestle like any of the guys from Ring Camp, you know, and eventually like he can beat one of them and then face Walter. But we've got a match at the pay-per-view coming up with the Bucks, Pac and Shingo and the other tag teams. So maybe we can have let's see off the submission. Right there. So Pac causes the distraction. Ring Camp takes the win. Kenta will eventually seek vengeance, but not right now. Scorpio Sky and Brody King. This is coming off of last week's promo where basically Jimmy Jacobs was telling Christopher Daniels that he was telling Christopher Daniels that, you know, you're an unsung hero of this business. You've done so much for so many people. You've brought so many people up. You know, these guys are holding you back. They're weighing you down. And, you know, of course, Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian took offense. So yeah, we've got this match, which is also a wild brawl, I guess. Do we want that? I think I made this match before I booked Hangman versus Mox. I mean, we don't need 2 wild brawls, but I don't think it's gonna hurt the match, so whatever, it could be a wild brawl too. It's fine. We've got a women's 6-man tag here where, you know, even though Davina Rose has already said she's gonna face her at the pay-per-view, We're gonna have Kong go over here. She's gonna get the pin over Davina Rose, the champion. So yeah, it's gonna farther set up their match at the pay-per-view. So this is just regular. I could make this storytelling maybe, but I don't know. Let me see. Oh, okay, good psychology. Do we want to make this storytelling though? Tentatively storytelling. Let's do that. I mean, I'm assuming Davina has psychology. Yes, okay. And here's gonna be an open match. And I mean, do I want to do a clean win? Just straight up beats her? I feel like that. Let's just leave it like this. Just Awesome Kong to be victor. Oh, whoa. Okay, hold on. All right, Davina, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'll never suggest that you take the pin ever again. Furious. All right, Mika Wada. All right. We're trying to do something there. We were trying to get a little heat on Kong, and Davina was like, "What the hell are you talking about? Well, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard." All right, so we've got a few matches. I mean, we can do a segment where we announce, where they announce the pay-per-view of the pay-per-view of Full Gear, I guess, the Fatal 4-Way. I don't think we've officially announced that yet. Let's see. Do I want to do Tony Schiavone? Let's see. Tony Khan, of course, no mic skills. Tony Schiavone's decent, but not great. What about Excalibur? Excalibur, okay. Hey, we're gonna have let's do a Cody promo. I mean, actually, here, before we do this, what are we starting the show with? We should figure that out. I mean, we should probably start the show. It's the go-home show for the pay-per-view. We should probably start it with Moxley, right? Last week we started with Kenny and Cody, so we should start it with Moxley this week. I mean, we don't have to have them actually announce the match for the pay-per-view. It can just be a thing where, like, Excalibur says it on commentary, like, just announced for the pay-per-view, a Fatal 4-Way. Oh my god. Alright, so here, we're gonna start with a Mox promo, which I'm sure will be interrupted by everyone, because that's what we seem to do here. Alright, Mox, he's pissed about being, you know, run out of the ring last week by Kenny, Cody, and the Elite. So, you know, it's just a typical Moxley promo where he's like, you know, you guys just don't get it, you know, do you? You really think that you're all so special, you know, because you hang out with the owner of the company and because you sell t-shirts and make little YouTube videos, but I'm the world champion for a reason, you know, and I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, however many guys, you know, I'll take you all on, I'll beat you because I'm John Moxley, the world champion, blah, blah, blah. Um, I think we should have Walter come out actually and confront him. You know, like you keep getting in my way and I'm pissed. And then just as it seems like things are about to blow, that's when, you know, Cody and Kenny show up. And maybe we can just have Cody Rhodes announce the match. Why not? It doesn't really matter who announces it. You know, he can just be like, oh, I've got word from Tony Khan just now. All right, yeah, we've got all the heels squaring off, you know. We're teasing it. We're getting the crowd hyped up. And then Cody and Kenny come out. And they're going to come out and announce the main event of the pay-per-view. Hype. I mean, you know what? We can have Cody Rhodes come out by himself and announce it, and then we can do a Kenny promo later. I think that can work too. All right, cool. So that's gonna open the show. We should definitely. I want to do. Actually, yeah, I want to do an in-ring face-to-face segment with the Lucha Brothers and Santana and Ortiz. Because now we know that's the finals of the tournament. Tony Schiavone will be out for this. Or I mean, damn, we can do Oh yeah, sorry Tony. Sorry Tony. It's gonna be Renee. Never mind. You can just chill. We're gonna do the rarely ever seen segment host. I have literally never done this. Let's see. Can I do this? Segment hosts. Where's my microphone and popularity? It is affected, scripted or not. Okay. I mean, I believe in her. All right, segment hosts. We're doing it. I've literally never used this before. And then we're gonna have Ray Phoenix working the crowd. Penta has the better mic skills, so Penta gets to speak. Penta says, I think Santana has. I don't know. I think Santana has better mic skills, but let me see. Yeah, Santana has better mic skills, but for some reason Ortiz is way better. Or not way better at brawling, but he gets way better scores in matches, I'll say. All right, yeah. So this is just like a face-to-face, promo, dueling back and forth promos from these guys. Yeah, it's gonna be 5 minutes. Don't we have a Ray Phoenix angle idea? Oh my god, it's a near certainty. Oh my god, dude. Thank you, Ray Phoenix. Shout out to Ray Phoenix. He's my favorite wrestler. Um, we're gonna do Kenny Omega, but we can do Kenny and Adam Page backstage. Notice how I keep putting Kenny and Cody purposefully in separate segments. Notice, please take notice. Have we done character development yet? I don't know. Have we done storyline? I'm not sure. All right, it's gonna be character development. And Adam Page is here because he, by this point, has found out that he's going to be wrestling Jon Moxley in the main event. Kenny Omega's, he's there because he's like, they're getting his thoughts on the pay-per-view. All right, nice and simple. We've only got these 4 matches, so we can probably book one more. But I need to figure out what that would be. I mean, I want to do a backstage. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We're gonna do a best friends and Sugun backstage segment. I don't know. I don't think any of them actually need to have a match right now. The best friends just lost last week in the tournament. And yeah, Sugun, the last time we saw them, they squashed the Bully Ray. So yeah, let's change the name of the storyline while we're here. God, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson really don't need to be in this storyline, but we'll just leave them anyways. This storyline is going nowhere. I mean, I guess we can do something with this, right? Let's see. I mean, we can build up somebody that's gonna be in the battle royal. Tommaso Ciampa. I don't know if they're even here yet, but we're not gonna debut them on Dynamite. That would spoil the surprise. Scorpio Sky's in a match. Brody King's in a match. Oh, we can have MJF be in a do something. Um, so yeah, it's been a minute since we've booked MJF. The last time we used them, they beat Dalton Castle. Wasn't that great? Wasn't that good of a match? They're like steadily and getting better. Who beat Jonah Rock last? Oh, Kenta. Right, damn, they're already in the show. We can do. God, would a random 6-man make sense? We can do. Let's see. MJF and Jonah Rock, who we've established should get pushed. Probably be Mike Bailey and someone. Mike Bailey is not over though. Can be Mike Bailey and Matt Sydal. It's a cool team. Yeah. Will Matt Sydal actually do this? Let's see. All right, he's cool with it. Nice. It's kind of a random match on the show. We can give MJF a promo, I guess, too. Yeah, I guess we can have MJF do a promo where he's like, "Oh, like, you know, I've been told there's going to be a battle royal at the pay-per-view, and the winner of the battle royal will get a title shot against Sean or against whoever is the champion. You know, I intend to win this because I'm MJF and I'm better than everybody. Blah blah blah." And yeah, I don't know. We can have him be like the last person thrown out by Tommaso Ciampa or something. God, you know, we also signed them. What's his name? We also signed Joe Doring from All Japan. And I was thinking of I was also thinking of debuting them in the same battle royal, but they're not gonna be here until after the pay-per-view. So we're gonna have to eventually figure out what the hell we signed them for and what we're doing with them. He's not over. I just signed them because I was like, this guy's cool. I mean, yeah, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Here, we'll just do character development actually. All right, we're at 100 minutes. Screw it. When in doubt, give Davina Rose a promo. This will be after her match. I guess it'll be a promo where she's basically like, you know, you think just because you beat me tonight that, you know, I'm just gonna hand this title over to you? Well, you're wrong. Awesome Kong, I'll see you at Full Gear, and I'm gonna kick your ass. Maybe a little longer even. All right, 106. We're getting close. All right, let's start putting this stuff in some kind of order so we can figure out what's missing from the show. Did we do all the match types? No, we need to steal the show. Oh, now all the women are being overused. Sexist. We can open with this ring camp, Kenta and Young Bucks match. That's gonna be good. Um, Man, this is a lot of promos. I mean, I don't really mind this being the co-main event. Actually, it has Davina and Awesome Kong, and they're both really over actually. And Jessica Havoc's over, so I don't really mind this being up here. Oh, this should really be lower on the card. Oh, well, damn. See, the Davina Rose promo can't be after the match if, like, the match is so high up on the card. Damn it. I mean, we could swap it. Like, just do that. Who's not on the show? Sting, of course. I mean, I feel like everybody important's on the show. Oh, we didn't do the best friends thing. Let's do that. So we've got Chuck talking. Trent is there. Melissa Santos is there. We've got Orange Cassidy in the background. And basically the way I want this to work is they start cutting the promo and Suzuki-gun just shows up immediately. Like the second they start cutting the promo, Suzuki-gun rolls up and just starts talking trash. So it's not even going to be like part one, part two. We're just going to have Zack Sabre Jr. come here too. Minoru Suzuki. And yeah, you know, Zack Sabre Jr. and Minoru Suzuki are talking trash to them, and Chuck Taylor's like, "Didn't we beat you guys already?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah. You think that's funny? Yeah." And then surprise, we've got this is where we reveal that James Storm is now hanging out with Suzuki-gun. And yeah, that's the end of the segment, basically. It's like these guys tried to cut a promo. Suzuki-gun rolled up, they beat them up, and that's it. They leave. They don't even say anything. They just beat them up, throw them around, and then they just kind of, you know, clap their hands together, like, and get out of there. You know, brush the dust off themselves. All right, so this is just setting up the 6-man tag at the pay-per-view. All right, James Storm, all caps. Oh. All right, and what else are we doing at the pay-per-view? Let's see. All right, we're setting up this. We should probably give one of them a promo. This is pretty much already set up. You know, everybody. They all kind of have beef against one another, except for the Dark Order. The Dark Order is just here because we needed a fourth team. It could also be Bandito and Black Taurus, but I'm trying to slowly give Bandito and Black Taurus some wins. I don't want them to be joggers. So yeah. So Dark Order, you're here. This is pretty much set up, but we can give them a promo. We just did this. We've got Scorpio Sky and Brody King facing off, and MJF's doing a thing. This is set up. This is set up. This is set up. We're not gonna. Bianca Belair's not debuting till the pay per view, so we don't really have to do anything with that. But we can do. I mean, let's do the Odeyo tie thing. Actually, we can't. Kagetsu's not here, but we can have Oh wait, no. Hana Kimura. Let me see. Yeah, it says she doesn't speak English, which sucks because in real life she did speak English. So yeah, we can't have her speak, unfortunately. But Martina, we can just all right. Decent mic skills. I'm checking if she speaks English. Of course she speaks English. Good. Um hmm. All right, yeah, screw it. We'll do this now, I guess. All right, for the sake, why did the music stop? Is this song just really quiet? All right, that was weird. I don't know why that stopped. Yeah, so for the sake of this, we're gonna have to just have Martina speaking. But in my head, the way it would go is it would be Hana Kimura cutting a promo. So Hana Kimura's here. I mean, Hana Kimura can be here. I don't know. And Hazuki's here, and we forgot to bring in Kagetsu. We should have probably done that for this, but whatever. Hana Kimura, Hazuki's here, and Rina Yamasha's here. And I mean, my original idea for the promo was it was supposed to be Kagetsu, or Hana Kimura translating for Kagetsu that Kagetsu wants to challenge for the title again in the future. But since they're not here, maybe it can just be a Hana Kimura promo in general, and then. So Hana Kimura's cutting a promo. She's with Odeyo Tai, and then Martina shows up, and she's really excited to see all of them while they're trying to be all mean and brooding, you know. And yeah, we're starting off this storyline. So this is character development. Oh yeah, so I hope Martina can cut a good promo. Just gotta slide that in between this promo and this match. I still haven't done a Jimmy Jacob. What are we doing with this feud actually? All right, you know what? We're just right straight after the match. We're gonna have Christopher Daniels basically just challenge Jimmy Jacobs to a one-on-one match at the pay-per-view. Um, and I mean, sure, it can be a street fight. Why not? There's if we want to do future matches, there's other stipulations we can do. So we can just have this basically be a thing where Christopher Daniels is like, look, it's clear, it's obvious to me that you guys can't wrestle a match without cheating to have to win. So why don't we just take the rules out of the equation and me and you just have a good old fight? So yeah. Christopher Daniels, we've got Frankie Kazarian here. Scorpio, Jimmy Jacobs. Jimmy Jacobs doesn't have to respond. He can just work the crowd. Brody King. Cool. Right. Sorry, I just completely stopped talking for a second there. I don't know. I was just I was just thinking about the next angle I want to book and just forgot to speak. All right, yeah. So we need a show. We need an angle to close the show. You know, I'm kind of tired of just having the same attack angle with Sting coming out. So maybe we can just have Cody and Kenny make the save. I don't know. You know, Moxley goes over, but he's not satisfied with that. He wants to injure Adam Page. You know, so he's going to I don't know, maybe he's got him up for like a pile driver or something. Like he's gonna give him a pile driver like onto a chair or something, or on the steps, and then Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega make the save. Where's Pac? Or you know what, actually, we can have the Young Bucks also making the save because they're gonna face these guys at the pay-per-view. Right, so we've got this locked in. God, we should probably have like Walter and everybody come out, but I keep booking the exact same angle, so we're just gonna have it end on a Cody Rhodes promo. I'm tired of booking friggin' Ring Camp and John Moxley, Pac, Shingo, Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, Adam Page, the Young Bucks, like Sting, just booking the same angle on every show. Like we're just gonna whatever, man. You guys know what's coming up at Full Gear. Does Walter really need to run down here and chop somebody? He was on the show earlier. Here, we'll let both of them talk. Um, All right, and this is basically an abridged version of the same angle we keep doing, but I mean, we've got 3 more minutes. We can do a backstage Walter promo. Um, and here, let's have Melissa Santos be the one holding the microphone. Right, lazily thrown together Walter solo promo. All right, yeah, we booked the full 125 minutes. We booked the show full like up. I don't even. God, do we want to do? We'll do one pre-show match here. Let's do. Um. Yeah, let's do. Oh wait, didn't Joey Janela and Penelope Ford break up in this file? I was about to do a match with I was gonna do some combination of Joey Janela plus somebody and Penelope Ford plus Dark Sheik. Let's do it anyways. Whatever. Joey Janela, Chris Brooks, Penelope Ford, Dark Sheik. Oh yeah, and Darby Allin. Darby Allin. We need to figure out some stuff for Darby Allin to do after Full Gear because they're over and they're good. So I don't know why I'm not doing anything with them. Oh wait, no. Here, show me faces. How good is Kip Sabian? I can't remember the last time I booked them. I mean, Willie Mack, you want to get in there? I don't think we've ever booked B Priestley. So yeah, B Priestley is an option. I mean, Britt Baker severely desperately needs the ring time, but it's gonna tank the match. Riho and Tennille Dashwood are always down. All right, if we do B Priestley, who else can be in it? Here, we'll do B Priestley and Chris Statlander. It's a very weird 8-person tag. And we'll give the win to Darby. Cool. All right, yeah. So I'm only feeling one pre-show match right now. All right, and if I have to, let me see. Did I forget anything? Oh, we don't have a steal the show match on this card. And we've got 2 wild brawls back to back here. We'll swap them back now that we have this promo in between. I mean, can we tell these guys to steal the show? Let me see. I know Brody King has high consistency. So the Scorpio Sky. Here, instead of having a brawl, steal the show. Also, I mean, I could have told these guys to steal the show, but I don't know. I mean, I know they're all good. You know what? Screw it. I've convinced myself. It's gonna be a regular match. Okay, so yeah, our last show only got a 70, which is bad. It's our lowest score so far. I'm hoping this can get like an 8. An 80. We've got freaking John Moxley versus Adam Page in the main event, so there's no way that's gonna do bad unless they like don't have chemistry or one of them gets injured or something. There's a lot of promos on here. Our most over women are in one match, so that should do good. And this opener should be really good. So yeah, 80. I'm guessing 80. All right, 59 for the dark match. B Priestley got a 56. It's pretty good. Chris Statlander only got a 38. That's not good. All right. All right, and we opened the show with a 76 promo. I'm happy with that. All right, and I made the right decision to make this the steal the show match. They got a 75. Kenta didn't do too good. He got a 54, but you know, everybody else did really good in the match. So yeah, 75. I'm really happy with that. Walter goes over thanks to a Pac distraction. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. We give MJF a promo and he gives us a 45. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm starting to have second thoughts about having to push MJF because this keeps happening. This isn't the first time. I don't know. All right, the match is a little better. 64. Okay. We can live with that. And I mean, he did just as good as Mike Bailey, and he's like just about as good as Jonah Rock. So I'm like, you know, he's not terrible in the ring. It's just his promos have just been not delivering at all. I don't know. I don't know if it's because he's not popular enough yet, but yeah. All right, yeah, we have the reveal of James Gunn. James Gunn. James Gunn is in Suzuki-kun. Oh no, James Storm is now in Suzuki-gun, and they still have beef with the best friends. Melissa Santos is here. We start off this Odeyo Tai storyline with a 48. So, I mean, I don't know what I expected. This is just people who are not really over with our audience yet at all. Rina Yamashita hasn't even debuted yet. I don't know why I put her in here. And I don't think I've ever booked Hazuki. No, I might have booked Hazuki once at least. But anyways, yeah, this was terrible. All right, Scorpio Sky and Brody King get a 68. That's solid at least. Yeah, not much to say here except Brody King gets the win. We gave oh, Walter only a 57. Damn. I mean, does Walter have promo? I mean, oh, okay, yeah. Actually, they're not as high as I thought. Okay. All right, thank you though. The Lucha Brothers and Santana and Ortiz pulling out a 71. You know, If it wasn't for the angle idea, this wouldn't have been as good. So I'm glad we had that. But you know, I know the match is gonna deliver, so I'm not too worried here. But yeah, thank you. The show definitely needed a 71 promo. All right, 6-woman tag match gets to 63. Yeah, no surprises here. Davina Rose the best in the match. Awesome Kong's right there too, or not right there, but you know, also good. Yeah. Oh yeah, this was a storytelling match. So yeah, this wasn't bad. The heels went over. I'm hoping that Allison Kay can get bumped up into recognizable based off of this, because she's got about as much pop as Jessica Havoc. So I don't understand why Jessica Havoc's recognizable and not her. But yeah. So I'm hoping that this winning this match will be enough. All right, and here we have oh, I think this was supposed to go after the Scorpio Sky Brody King match. Whoops, we forgot to move this. Anyways, yeah, he challenged him to a street fight, gets 61. Davina Rose with a 77 promo. Thank you, Davina Rose. Thank you. Davina Rose and the Lucha Bros, like, low-key are like the MVPs of this file. Like, all the people we expect to have really good promos keep letting us down, but Davina Rose and the Lucha Bros always come through. Oh, speaking of the people that we expect to have good promos letting us down, Kenny Omega and Adam Page, both no script. What do I say? I don't know. What promo? What's that? I don't know what to do. 61. Oh, the match gets an 88 though. Whoa, this might have saved the show. Like, straight up, this might have saved us from getting like a freaking 65 show, because there was some really bad promos on this episode. Yeah, they have great chemistry together. That's good. Thank you. I think Moxley and Kenny Omega have terrible chemistry together, so we can't really do them in one-on-one matches. But so I'm really happy that these two have great chemistry. Oh yeah, and a 72 promo, whatever. Kenny Omega still doesn't know what to say. All right, a 78. That's good. That's decent. It's better than we did last week. Axel was on the show too much. That's fine. 1.2 million. We regained popularity in those places that we went down, so that's good actually. I'm glad. Hey, all right. Seems they really struck gold with the show. All right, yeah. 78. Let's take a look at what NXT got. Oh, 68. We crushed them. Hell yeah. Get the hell out of here, NXT. Get the hell out of here. Hey. Also, yeah, they're only getting like 450,000 viewers. We're getting like 6 million. So yeah, NXT in the damn mud. You love to see it. God, I hate when people say that. Actually, I don't know why that came out of my mouth just now. Please, somebody like just beat me over the head. Yeah, 6 million viewers. 6.3 million versus, what was it, like 400,000? They're close. Kenny Omega, Rey Fenix is a star in the making. Absolutely, I agree. Let's take a look here real fast. Kenny Omega's still only a star. I really want Kenny Omega to break into this major star territory. Jimmy, I think when we started the file, Jimmy Jacobs was only recognizable. We've got him all the way up to well known, so, or well, not all the way up, but we've got him up to well known, so that's good. Eddie Kingston is recognizable. We've established this already. Oh, I wanted to look at Allison Kay specifically. No, they're still unimportant. All right. What about the other woman in the match? Hikaru Shida. No, nothing. All right, well, yeah, I guess it's gonna take some more work to get him over. I guess, yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Yeah, Full Gear is 2 days away, so on the next episode, oh, I forgot we signed Cesar Bononi. I completely forgot that. So yeah, Full Gear is coming up on the next episode. I hope you watch that. If you enjoyed this, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, follow the Twitch. Yeah, and to all the people who watch these videos, I'm very grateful. Thank you. Your continued support means a lot to me. All right, I'm really bad at ending the video, so yeah, we're just gonna. All right, we're up here. All right, we're gonna end the video now. Thank you for watching.